Yo, what's up, guys? Today I just wanted to talk about why having a purpose in life can get you through depression. It can fuel any kind of creative things that you want to do, and it's going to be the fuel to your success in entrepreneurship, guys. So recently I watched this movie called The Dawn Wall, right? And this guy, he tried to climb this wall, right? Let's take it back from the beginning, right? In the beginning, he was a climber, right? He loved to rock climb. This is what he did for a living. After a while, he climbed like 5 different checkpoints in a mountain, and he wanted to get to another checkpoint, which was called the Dawn Wall. So he attempted the Dawn Wall, but he kept failing nonstop, left and right, failure. So he decided that he was going to go overboard and take it to the next level and pretty much live on the wall. So what would happen is he would live on the wall. He would try the checkpoint, he would fail it, he'd have to go back, and he'd have a tent that's like perched up on the wall. So he would try and accomplish the checkpoints, and then after 3 days he would go down the wall, get some food and bring it back up and everything like that. And then he would stay on the top of the wall for like 3 days out of the week. So he would do this in the cold, in the heat. It didn't matter. He needed to accomplish the Dawn Wall. This is what he wanted to do. So eventually, right, like years go by. It's now 3 years, and he still did not accomplish the Dawn Wall. So he decided to bring in a partner, right? He brought in his partner, and they both tried to map out different ways on how they can get through certain angles on the Dawn Wall, proper footing, proper hand placement and everything. But still, like, they weren't getting through to it. It just wasn't happening for them. So after like 2-3 more years went by, now it's like 6 years, they still aren't getting through the Dawn Wall, right? They still can't get through the certain checkpoints that's needed to get through. So he decides to just go into a complete like lock-in, like just tunnel vision, tunnel zone, and he's trying to manifest it, and he's talking about it, and he's just using the law of attraction to find a way how he can get through the Dawn Wall. So eventually he gets through the Dawn Wall, right? But the partner he brought in wasn't able to get through the certain checkpoints he was able to get through. So they tried to do it together, but every time the main guy, every time he would be getting through checkpoints, because he worked so hard at it, his friend would be lagging behind. So his friend had to end up putting in extra time just to get through the checkpoints, because the main guy was obsessed. He had a purpose, he had a vision, and he was driven. So before the main guy even accomplished the Dawn Wall, right, which took him about 6 to 7 years, all he would talk about was the Dawn Wall. I mean, this guy, he tried to live a life, but for example, right, like he was living his life. He was trying to go out with friends, have fun, date, but every time he would just be talking about the Dawn Wall. He ended up having a child, right? He ended up having a kid, and during this time, he was just saying, like, they were filming it, right? They were literally filming the years as he was trying to accomplish this. And I just remember, like, in one of the clips, he was saying how he wants his child to be strong, and he was practicing push-ups with his kid and everything like that. And then another about the Dawn Wall. The Dawn Wall just wouldn't get out of his head. Like, he needed to accomplish this Dawn Wall. And then also his finger, right? When he was younger, he got it, but he was rock climbing from when he was young, but his finger got chopped off by like a saw thing. So he couldn't really rock climb because his whole finger was gone. But what he did, because he loved rock climbing so much and that was his purpose, he strengthened the nerve in his finger. He like dug it around like this gravel thing every day. He would dig it in this gravel thing every morning, and he was doing like finger push-ups and like finger curls with the weighted bicep thing, the weighted thing, the weights. And this is what he loved to do. And then he ended up fixing himself, his fingers, getting the strength back, getting the nerves to work again in his finger, and he continued his rock climbing journey and his purpose. This is what he loved to do. And he ended up eventually accomplishing the Dawn Wall. He got the Dawn Wall done. Thousands of onlookers, watchers, everyone was talking about it. All the news channels were talking about it. He had like presidential invites, because this was what he wanted to do. So how does this relate back to you now, right? Well, if you feel like your life isn't going where it's supposed to go, or you feel down, or it's just like you need something to just fuel you, well, find something that you love to do. Find a purpose. Keep looking for something you could do without money. Don't think about money, right? Everything isn't always about money. It's about your personal fulfillment and your passions. If you can find something where you can have a purpose on, where you can fixate on, where this is what you're going to do in life, right? This is what you want to do, and then the money will come eventually, right? Because you have to realize, if this is your purpose and this is what you love to do, eventually the money will come, because you're going to become top 1% at it, right? So if you become like top 1% at something that you do, well, the money will eventually come. It's just going to come it'll come so easy that you'll be wondering why you were trying to chase money before. You should have just been chasing your purpose and your passion, because now you became the best at it. So even if we relate this back to people who like to play video games, right? Whatever it is, Call of Duty, these people, they'll be on the video game for so long. They'll get up at 6 a.m. and they'll be on till 2 a.m. They'll dream about it, and they'll wake back up at 6 a.m. just to continue playing, because they want to get to the next level. They want to get past the next accomplishment. They want to be the best. This is what they love to do. They do it without money. They don't get paid, but they still do it because they love to do it. People who like to go fishing, people who like to go boating, people who like to watch movies, that's still something. That's still a purpose, and you could still get paid for doing that, right? If you like watching movies, make movie reviews. Create content about movie reviews and make them. Doesn't matter if 2 people are watching or 10. Eventually, if you keep going, 100 people, 1,000 people will watch you, because your videos will get better, and you're putting in the time and effort to watch movies and to talk about them, and you're going to find a niche that works for you eventually. So if you can find something, right, your purpose, that's going to fuel you, that's going to drive you, that's going to cause you to wake up every morning, right? It's going to cause you to wake up every morning and grind, get on your purpose, get on your business, get on your hustle. You have something that moves you forward. You don't even need coffee anymore. Coffee is not even needed, because you already have that external drive just from something that you love to do. If you like to knit, whatever, you like to play soccer, basketball, that's going to be your drive. That's going to be something that's going to push you forward and cause you to wake up every morning, and something you could do for free. You don't need money. This is what you love to do, and then the money will come, because you're going to become the best at it, because you do it so much. You're fixated on that one thing. All your energy is going to that one thing. So guys, try that. Find stuff you like to do every week. I challenge you to do something every single week. Try 2 new things, right? You don't have to do everything at once. Just try 2 new things. Maybe on Friday and on Saturday. Just try 2 new things, and then eventually, after 1 year, 2 years, you're gonna find something that you keep going back to, that you have a natural calling for. So if you like this video, guys, subscribe, like, share this video. I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.